feeling my way through the darkness.
I suppose it's got its own sort of community and like culture that's around it. So good shopping, good pubs, that sort of thing. It's good green belt because like you got a park and a river and stuff like that. So.
The best part about Richmond is the river. It is the best part of the whole River Thames. It's absolutely beautiful. In the summer, people come here, hang around the river. It's the best part. The bridges are beautiful. The parks are fantastic.
Well, it's like a village on the edge of London, but it's still got great communications to central London. It has Richmond Park, obviously, great tube links, train links, and it's easy to get out to the countryside from Richmond.
It's kind of like a mix between the city and the country.
Well, Richmond's actually Surrey, it's not London. So I don't think Richmond is unique to London. What makes Richmond unique is probably it's on the Thames and it's a nice kind of villagey feel to the club.
Unique to London, but it's a royal borough, so that puts it separate than any other boroughs, and it's peaceful.
Richmond is fantastic culture, unfortunately spoiled by the rugby crowd. It is definitely a bad place for rugby.
Quite laid back compared to more urban areas, more centrally, which is understandable because it is, as I say, on the edge. But it's still in touch with the capital feel of London. But it's sort of where the country meets the town. You can see cows in the field in Petersham, but you can still get on the tube and get into central London really easily. So the culture is very much split between country and town.
Probably quite boring, really. I think most people that live in Richmond say it's really cool and really exciting, but the culture of Richmond is probably quite dull. White middle class, I would say, is the culture of Richmond.
Posh.
Sort of. I don't know really.
Because of the great people. I think it's quite an easygoing town. It's not like London, like inner London, where it's kind of hustle and bustle and too much going on, too much traffic, too much of this, too much of that, and there's good money to be earned in Richmond. That's pretty much it.
Self-explanatory. The views, lovely people. I would say good shopping, but that isn't true. Good pubs, good restaurants. In the summer, when you're down here in the summer and you look out there and the sun's shining and there's a couple of thousand people along the river, it's pretty amazing.
I live locally and I really like Richmond as a place because it has really nice coffee shops and it's a nice atmosphere and I love this little pub.
I came to Richmond because I like the social life and I like the sporting life here, and that's why I'm here. And I've been here for about 7 years.
Because it's neither country nor town, it has a laid-back atmosphere, the facilities are great and the communications are brilliant. It's near Heathrow, you're on the junction of the North Circular and the South Circular, you can get out on the M3 and the M4, you can get out of town really quickly. So the location is perfect as well as the lifestyle.
Well, our mother moved here, but basically because it's like you're still on the district line, it's still so easy to get into London, but it's a little bit out. So we used to live in Surrey, and it's got that element to it. So it's like a cross between Surrey and London. It's a nice place.
It's a safe place. It's a safe place to be. It's not the ghetto. It's not dangerous in any shape or form. It's very mediocre, I'd say. That and money. As a self-employed person, it's good to live in Richmond because there's lots of work.
Because it's posh.
Are you posh?
No, I'm poor. Well, I was poor, but now I'm posh, so I aspire to be posher than what I am. So I live in Richmond because it's just a good area. It's good travel, good transport, it's on the river, it's green, and it's posh people.
Probably because I was obviously born in here, and obviously family's quite close as well, so that's good. And obviously there's a lot of friends around here as well, and obviously quite well known around Richmond as well. So yeah, I'll probably say that.
Richmond is full of very, very posh, rich people.
I don't encounter many stereotypes in Richmond. I think there's a good spread between young and old, and maybe not in terms of social class. It's pretty restricted to people who have reasonable amount of income.
Rich people, very sort of middle class, upper class.
Yeah, they all think they're absolutely loaded in Richmond, and there is quite a bit of money in Richmond, but it has become a very stereotypical area of guy working in city, wife at home, 2 kids and a dog. That's Richmond.
They're all posh. They're either bankers, accountants, or lawyers, or doctors.
That's what I heard.
And that's all they are. Yeah, I'm full of yummy mummies. That's it.
What are yummy mummies?
Yummy mummies are middle-aged 30 to 40-year-old women wandering around in prams while their husbands are down in the city stealing money from other people's pension funds.
Richmond is like being next to the country within 15 minutes away from the centre of London. It is semi-rural, but with even the best part of Richmond, I'm sure if you've spent any time here, you go to the top of Richmond Hill, you look down the River Thames and you could be in the Wye Valley in the west of England. It is absolutely gorgeous. So it brings that rural dimension within an urban setting.
By being a little bit bohemian, a little bit different, a little bit more relaxed, sort of, as I say, a countryside area on the edge of the town.
Well, it's a famous bend on a river, you know, and I think lots of people have aspirations to move to Richmond because it's, you know, it is this area and everyone thinks it is London, but it's Surrey. It's quite far actually from London, you know. I don't think it adds anything at all to London. In actual fact, if you ask Londoners about Richmond, proper Londoners, they say Richmond isn't in London, so it shouldn't be associated with it.
It's the posh bit then. It's the posh bit of London's culture, which where everything's all white and it's all right.
The river is really scenic along the riverside. The restaurants along it are really nice to sit down, especially in the summer. In the winter also, it's really nice. There's Christmas decorations, they do it really nice around here, and the cafes and sort of the French element to it. It's really different from other parts of London.
History, it's like a rural borough. We've got a fantastic park. It feels more rural than it does towny. We've got a beautiful river. There's boats that are hundreds of years old that have been used in films. We've got celebs that live around here.
Everybody knows how fantastic Richmond is. It's got a great cultural heritage.
The park, the river, or the green, and the old palace, the first ever palace, the original palace for the whole of England is just down the river.